Morning all, how the devil are we? Welcome to the 10 o'clock famous aftermath show. Get your teas ready, get your coffee ready, get your feet up and enjoy the show. I'll be joined by Adam Leventile, a Watford fan. You know him for his time on Sky Sports. Obviously does the Athletic as well. Guys, as always, smash a like, share, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV. We want your views and we want your comments. Get them in and let's get this Sunday morning show underway, shall we? See you in a minute.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Morning, everyone. Hope you're well. I'll be doing the show today. Jamie's got the flu. What kind of flu is that then? Get well soon, Jamie, though. Guys, as always, get your comments in, get your views in. Today is a massive game for Leicester City. Can we build on Thursday night's win against Legia Warsaw? Can Brendan Rodgers keep that same back four? Can we go and get them 3 points today? We want your comments. Get them in, as always. And let's get a few good mornings in then, shall we? Neil Birchenough, hello. Oh, Gray, I'm always going to upset someone. Here, Jamie, where is he? Jamie is obviously ill. We want Jamie. Hashtag we want Jamie, yeah. Morning, all. Morning, how are you? We wanted Jamie. Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to put it up with me this morning. Morning, Jamako, shall we call it? David Brown, morning, pal. How are you? Get them pints down you nice and early, pal. Enjoy your breakfast. Morning, Steve. Got to be a win today, nothing else. It has, of course. Ian, how are you, pal? Morning, Susan. Morning, Carlos. Down at the game today, mate. Says it's snowing 2 Celsius. Hope we win 3-0. Vardy, brace. Hat, scarf, and gloves weather today, and coat as well. Get them all on. It's going to be absolutely freezing down at the King Power this afternoon. Hopefully, it will warm us up with a win. Ella Parker, my dad supports Watford, but I support the big boys. Well, morning Facebook user. How are you, Hayden? -2 Celsius in Leicester, is it? Jeez. Jesus, Jamie's got better looking. Well, got more hair than Jamie, it's all I can say. No excuses, must win. Madders to bag again today. You know what? Madders needs to start, in my opinion. Morning, do the daddy dog dance. No, I don't think it's appropriate this sort of morning. People don't want to see me dance. You expect Watford to test our dodgy defence more than Legia. You do. If we're going to do zonal marking from corners. Uto man flu. Jamie can't take the English weather. Giddy from Oz. How are you, Gary? Jack from Jack's house. Hope your daddy's feeling better, lad. Yeah, he is. Legia are 17th. Watford are better than Legia, so it'll be a bigger test than Thursday. It will. Morning, Dave. How are you, pal? Morning, Facebook user. Morning, Jack. Absolutely massive game today. Get well soon, Jamie. Yep. Morning, Fox's family. A win today, Terry. Morning from Holland. Hello. Get me on, Jack. I'll do it. No, Ross. I think we've seen enough of you this week. Massive game today. Desperately need 3 points. Evans will be fit, so not Yuri though. Well, guys, the first question is then, Brendan Rodgers, will he change the team today? Will he go to that 5 at the back again? Well, we don't know what Brendan Rodgers is going to go with, do we? Get it in the comments. We obviously beat a poor Legia Warsaw side on Thursday. Obviously put us top of the group. It was a must-win game. No less than that. Boom, dropped a pipe bomb. There, Jack. King Claudio is back. King Claudio won the Premier League title in 2016. Legend. Hopefully the fans will give him a round of applause today and get behind him. He'll obviously appreciate that. Claudio, obviously, it'll be the first time he visits the King Power Stadium since leaving the Foxes. What a good manager Claudio Ranieri is. The Tinkerman, he's obviously named. What an incredible season. Guys, what was your favourite memory of Claudio Ranieri apart from the title win? What was your favourite game that season under Claudio Ranieri? I would have said the Manchester City game away from home, where, I thought we could definitely go on and win it. So give us your favourite game that win that season. Good morning, Jack. How the devil are we? Well, I'm good, thank you. How are you? It's not broken, don't fix it, exactly. I'd start Dako and Vardy, play Nacho as a 10. You know what? I'd play a 2 up front today. Test that Watford defence. Don't need 2 tinker men in the dugout. No, we don't, Mark. How are you, pal? The KP needs to be rocking today. Today, the players need to make a statement, go for the win. Also, King Claudio, give him a great reception, as we didn't get the chance to say goodbye. We didn't. Hopefully, today we'll get to say goodbye to him in style. Hopefully, we get that win. Stay with the same team that played against Warsaw. Is JJ fit today? JJ, obviously, would have been playing for the under-23s against Liverpool. That'll get his fitness up. City to win 4-0. Well, dilly ding, dilly dong. Come on, Leicester. When's Adam joining? Can't pay, take it away, Nottingham Forest. Should be very shortly. He's dropped me a message, so Adam should be with me very shortly. We beat them Thursday, but couldn't even score in the first game. So what was the difference then? Did we just decide to play? Or was it that the Manchester United rumours got squashed because they've got Ralph Redknapp in charge? We will win. Best game was either Manchester City away or Sunderland away. Claudio's such a gentleman. Dilly ding, dilly dong. Spurs away at White Hart Lane. Yeah, the 1-0 win when Hoof netted the winner. Liverpool at home. Vardy's goal was special. Well, today, Mark the 11. It's heaven. It's Jamie Vardy day today. Top respect for Claudio. Good luck after today's game. Yeah. Good luck, Claudio, after today's game and not today. I'm sorry. 5-0 to Leicester. Where is Jamie Preston? Wrapped up in bed. He's ill. Didn't feel well at all. Spanish flu. Or is it English fever? Do your best Claudio impression. Dilly ding, dilly dong, come on. There you go, Ross. Not very Italian-y. Yeah, try my best. Let's hope the backwards, sideways is gone forever. Well, we say that every game, don't we, when we win. The Manchester United game, we said that. And then after the Brentford game, we went back. I think a draw, but a good draw. I do feel we could really come into form, but I don't believe we'll be 3 points. I believe it. My favourite moment when we destroyed Manchester City and Mahrez took them apart. He did. Too many cold Jaegers, Jamie. Well, morning. Big game today it is. Leicester City, if they can start with the same lineup which played Europa, we can score many goals. Barnes, he should not be selfish to give out the ball. Let's talk about one man then. Let's talk about Patson Daka. Let's talk about him. Patson Daka. Where does Patson Daka fit in this Leicester team then? You tell me. Fans want him to start. Who do you replace him with? Iheanacho? Is it Vardy? Who do you replace Patson Daka with? Obviously, Patson Daka scored in front of goal on Thursday night. He's now got 5 goals in Europe. You tell me, should Patson Daka start today? Morning from Retford, Fox here. Morning, pal. How are you? I think Leicester are back after the win on Thursday against Legia Warsaw. We will win today. It's going to be a good game for us. The score will be 3-0. Jack, would you play 2 up front today? Would you play 2 up front today or 1 lone striker? 1 lone striker for me doesn't work. Unless you've got a creative player like James Maddison, who's going to create a lot. Obviously, Maddison scored a banger on Thursday. That's a James Maddison we know who can play. I mean, 2 up front would work better because if you start Kel, then Kel is more of a starter than an impact player off the bench. I mean, if we go Vardy and Daka, it's all pace, isn't it? Hopefully Maddison would create. I don't know if Brendan Rodgers' thinking's the same as mine, but for me, it's always going to be 2 up front. Which formation would you guys play against Watford today, and who would you play? How many changes would you make from the win against Legia Warsaw if you had to make any? And who would come in and who would come out? You let me know in the comments, guys. Daka deserves his Premier League chance, but unfortunately he won't start. Has Jamie got the unicorn variant? Well, who knows? Either Liverpool or Manchester City. Can't make my mind up. Well, who is going to win the league? Manchester City, Chelsea or Liverpool? It's a very tight one up at the top at the minute. Morning, Mayon. I wouldn't start him as he's used to European, which is why he looks amazing in it. He's not fully used to the Premier League. Nick, I think Daka should rotate with Vardy. They are both rapid players. It's Nacho I feel sorry for. The poor lad can't get a sniff at the minute. Riders, he has to start, but it'll be for Vardy. Vardy to say it, but it has to be. They are too similar. Nacho is different kind of striker who could play with either. Watford are going to hurt us at set pieces today. Great. Do you know what? We need to go man for man today. Cutlerstone are marking crap out. I think it'd be so much better if we went man for man. Maybe you could leave Jamie Vardy up front. Don't bring him. Leave him on the halfway line or on the edge of the box to get our attack going if we clear it. 2 up front today from Ian. Daka should defo start. Lively, bright player, links well with Madders. He does. Reedy, Daka for me today needs to start the Premier League. Do you know what? Sarri's out for them, is he? Well, that's the first I've heard of that one. I didn't watch Claudio's press conference, so I'm not sure what Claudio said. Daka and Vardy up front. Yes, Patson Daka, he should start. He's a goal getter. He must replace Vardy today. Kells must start too. This Vardy debate then, guys. Let's talk about this Jamie Vardy debate then. He's 34 now, 35 in January, I believe. Should Jamie Vardy start on the bench and bring him on second half? Or because some fans feel that Jamie Vardy can't play 90 minutes now. So where do we go with this one? Do we sit there, play him for the first 60 minutes and then bring him off, give him a rest and then play him again? Or do we start him on the bench and use him as an impact player when teams are tired? You let me know in the comments. No hate on it whatsoever. I just want your opinion on it. I'd keep saying starting 11, but with Bertrand and in for Thomas. Obviously, Ricardo's going to be out today again. Chelsea for me. We will miss Telemans and Pereira. Offers pace, doesn't it? 4-2-3-1. Vardy coming in for Daka. 3-4-1-2. Bring Vardy on second half. We do need to go for it today, but we didn't Thursday. And Brendan has said we have an issue with defending set pieces. Now he sees the point, what the fans are making. Set pieces, Brendan. That's exactly what I want to hear. You are seeing what the fans are seeing. Hopefully Madders plays like he does on Thursday. It wasn't just a one-off. Well, Madders needs to perform every game. No Saw, no Nicolulu for Watford, if I'm correct, being assessed, but unlikely to start. Well, second half, bench, definitely. You start him, get the goals first. Yeah, I can agree with that. He can play 90 minutes, but I'd prefer to have his pace second half. It will automatically make an effort. Yeah. Vards has to start. It's the work he does off the ball as well. He doesn't just get talked about enough. Yeah, exactly. Jamie Vardy offers a different side to his game, doesn't he? Apart from goal scoring. I mean, other teams are just used to seeing banging in the goals. As Leicester fans, we see a bit more than that. Vardy to start. Daka comes on. Vardy's one of our top goal scorers. He is. This season, you don't drop your top goal scorer. He's obviously scored 7 goals, hasn't he, Jamie Vardy, this season? I would play Daka and Vardy up front because we would be scoring lots of goals with them. Guys, all I care about is the win today. I don't mind if Daka starts and Vardy comes off the bench. Think that's the best way and could possibly win 3-1. Great. Love the positivity there, Ben. Oh, by the way, going to be Leggie's game. We defended set pieces really well. That's because it's Legia Warsaw. I mean, I don't feel they tried enough. I mean, Watford are different gravy, aren't they? You've got Legia, who was basically Morrison's cheap gravy granules, to then Watford, who were like Beasto gravy in it, Premier League level. Vardy to start. Is this Vardy's last season? Well, you tell me. Morning on my way to the King Power. I need a performance today to up top. Vardy should start, then Daka should come on second half. Let's talk about one man then, because this man never gets enough credit this season. I feel that he's been the best defender this season by far, Mr. Daniel Lamarti, otherwise known as Big Dan at the back. Daniel Lamarti, he's been our best defender this season. If you agree with me, smash a like. If you don't, then comment why. I feel Daniel Lamarti has put in 100% this season. He works hard. It's not his usual position. He's been throwing it the deep end, and I think he's performed well. I get he's not a passer out from the back, but I feel he's defended well, Daniel Lamarti. Every defender makes mistakes, but it's how you put them right that counts. Daniel Lamarti also got through in last minute when Johnny Evans obviously was confirmed injured on Thursday. And what a great defence we looked. Castagna, Luke Thomas, Kagalar Sunchu and Daniel Lamarti. Well, we weren't playing out from the back too much, was we, on Thursday night? We were looking more forward. The intensity, the fight. We showed passion. That's what we want to see. And that's what I love to see from a football team. Let's have a look at a few comments. And Watford's last clean sheet at the King Power Stadium was 2004, and the last 4 games at the King Power have conceded 9. Ooh. To be honest, no, I thought Vardy has started with great energy, so I'll wait until December and see where he's at. I agree with you, to be honest. We can't read too much into it. Legia Warsaw performance, they are now fully fit. Today, when we need to make a statement, we do need to make a statement today. We need to make the Premier League aware that we're coming for the top 6. Come on now. Now I'm the one who called for him to be in near the start of the season. I'm getting the credit. Reedy, I will credit you there. There you go. The Ghanaian Prince. Daniel Lamarti has been fantastic. He comes under so much criticism and that, but he shuts the critics up, and that's the way I like it in a player. He's been fantastic this season, and I feel he deserves so much credit than what he gets. Last 2 or 3 games, Castagno has played well. Castagno's been good, yes. Hopeful Brighton start, says James. Lamarti has been the biggest shot for this season, by fact our best defender. And a lot of fans wanted him out in the summer. Well, proves the difference, doesn't it? When you show what you're capable of, shows how poor we have been at the back. Since Lamarti, though, the Chelsea flag, he's been unreal. Well, the Daniel Lamarti derby it was last weekend against Chelsea. Daniel Lamarti, most improved player this season, and the lad always tries his best. He does. Urgency has to be there today. He does. We need to go and attack Watford from the first minute till the full time. Let's go and give the fans something to shout about today, Leicester City. Let's get behind the boys, though, from the first minute. You guys make this happen. Be that 12th man. Back the boys. Sing loud and proud. Go and support the team today. They need you more than ever. And let's go and push them on against Claudio Ranieri's Watford and get that win. How does that sound? I know it's going to be cold, but it will warm you up, no doubt. Haven't won a home game since they've beaten us. Watford haven't won away since Goodison Park. I think that was 5 goals. 5 goals, wasn't it? Zonal marking, our problem at the back. It is. I would bring in KDH for Samari. KDH looks so good. You know, KDH has proven everyone wrong this season. He's come in after his loan from Luton. He was Luton's player of the season. And it just shows that he can be playing at this level. I'd give him a chance today, of course. Got to turn my hearing aid with you shouting. Well, passion is what you get. Passion is what you get at the end of the day. Mr. Can't take it away at Forest. I'm not going to say any more on that. You know, you go and have your little thingy with Derby. Don't interest me one bit, this one. Derby are going down with £5 in the bank. It's becoming obviously more clearer now. Reading are winning games, Hull are winning games, Cardiff are picking points up. Well, it just goes to show. I mean, good speech, Jack. Just need a Peppa Pig comment put in. Low. Well, can't underestimate Watford, though. They took apart Manchester United. Yeah, but how poor was Manchester United? That's not just a manager. That was down to the players as well. Today, we need to show passion. We need to show fight. We need to show that intensity. We need to show that we're up for it today, and we mean business. Jack, our chants are becoming stale inside the King Power. Well, this is it, you see. Come on, you foxes. Let's get the guest in then. You'd obviously know him as Adam Leventile, former Sky Sports presenter. Obviously does a lot for the Athletic now. So let's get him in. Adam, how are you? Are you there? Nope. Oh, it's gone. Oh, no. Can't be having that. Bro, we were poor against Watford, won't lie. I wish everyone had your attitude. So much negativity. You know what? I will back the team 100%. Fans need to get behind them. They do. Let's try Adam one more time then, shall we? Adam, are you there?
Yeah, I think we might be.
Are you there, Adam?
I can hear you, but I'm
You
not sure
can
how
hear me?
stable my reception is. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I can hear you.
You can. Okay, if you can hear me, then just respond to me. Just answer the questions. I think it was easier. I know it's going to be a bit thingy, but it's
Okay,
fine.
all right.
Adam, Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Tell us about yourself then, Adam. Obviously, we know you from your time at Sky Sports, transfer deadline days and that.
Yeah, well, I was at Sky for 16 years, and it was quite an adventure. Can you hearing me all right? You can hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you fine. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I started there 2003, and then was like a general reporter initially, and then worked on the cricket for 4 or 5 years, traveling around with England, which was good. And then was presenting from 2010. And yeah, it was deadline days were always fun, probably the best day of the year. And either if you were in studio or out and about at a training ground, it was always good fun, and everyone sort of came alive on those days. But yeah, in 2019, I joined the Athletic, and I sort of changed the way that I was working with Sky, and yeah, it's been onwards and upwards ever since. It's been an interesting journey, certainly with Watford anyway.
Yeah, I don't. The love for Watford then, when did it all start?
I didn't get that one. Say that again.
The love of Watford Football Club, when did it all start for you as a Watford fan?
Well, I got my footballing allegiances from my mum, who grew up in Watford, and I always used to go with her and with my granddad, and that's where it all started really. And I've been a Watford fan ever since. I sort of grew up in North London, so everyone else sort of supported Arsenal and Tottenham and Man United, obviously, and Liverpool. So I was a bit of a lone Watford fan where I was growing up, but it's actually turned out all right. It's turned out all right recently, but I had to wait for a bit for some goodness. There was a couple of sort of good occasions along the way, like promoted in '99 and going to Old Wembley and stuff like that, and then the playoffs in 2006 against Leeds in Cardiff and stuff like that. So there's been some good times, but at the moment although it's a little bit unpredictable and Watford aren't necessarily particularly fancy to stay up this season, it's been a good time to be a Watford fan because they've been doing interesting things and having far better players in terms of the calibre over the last few years. So yeah, it's been all right.
Who was your favourite player, Adam, in a Watford shirt growing up then as a young boy? Who actually made you support Watford from a player perspective?
I don't know. There's sort of obviously when I missed all like the glory days. So I started going in like 86, 87. Just after Watford had been sort of tearing it up in the first division and getting into Europe and all that sort of stuff and getting to the cup final. But I think sort of there's quite a few. Obviously, you support the team, you don't necessarily support individual players. But I remember one player in particular who was a bit later on, but Paul Furlong, who we signed, and he was a striker. And I don't know, he sort of arrived, looked like a proper striker. And I was really annoyed when he left. I remember that. But then others along the way, Tony Coton in goal, Gary Porter, those guys in the initial days. Luther Blissett was still there when I went. John Barnes, I think, he was just about to leave. He hadn't gone yet. So yeah, there's been some great players down the years. But now you look at the quality of players that we're able to sort of bring in over the last five years, let's say, and it's been a proper step up from the days that we were in the Championship. It all really started in 2012-13, but we won't necessarily mention that season.
No, just move on. Adam, then you take on Leicester today in the Premier League. It's he's gone. Right, guys, let's move on. I'm sorry for that one. Adam's signal has obviously gone. He may come back. Who knows? Hopefully he does. But sorry if it was short. I agree, Steve. Hopefully today we can get team performance against Leggy Warsaw. Hopefully Adam comes back shortly. Obviously he's travelling to Leicester today as Leicester take on Watford. Let's talk about the game then. Leicester versus Watford. It's the return of the king, Claudio Ranieri. Let's try and get Adam back. No. Yeah, Claudio Ranieri then, guys. The return of the king. If you loved Claudio Ranieri, smash a like on YouTube. If you're looking forward to watching him come back to the King Power Stadium, smash a like on Facebook. Subscribe to Leicester Fan TV, yeah? If you're a big Claudio Ranieri fan and you loved his time at Leicester, how does that sound? Great deal. Claudio Ranieri then. What a manager. Jamie's going to be back with Man Flu, says Phil. Jack, I feel the Legia Warsaw game will give players such as Shunchu great confidence. Yep. Yeah, 3-1 today. How does he feel having a new manager every week where you only last 6 months at Watford? Watching from Cyprus. Hello. Hardly days as Fox's manager, Claudio. Yeah, Claudio Ranieri then won the Premier League with Leicester. What a fairy tale season it was for the Foxes. Finished top and finished ahead of Spurs, who finished third in a two-horse race. Tottenham effing Hotspurs. Tottenham Hotspurs. That's who finished third in a two-horse race. I mean, this one is going to be a very emotional one for Claudio. Obviously winning the Premier League. Won some fantastic games against Manchester City at the Etihad. The West Ham game at Upton Park. The Jamie Vardy 11, it's heaven for Jamie Vardy. That one comes to mind as well. What are your favourite memories then of Claudio Ranieri, if you have got any? Let's try and add Adam back in. Adam, are you there? No, he's gone. Oh. Sorry, guys. We're just trying to get Adam in to get his views on. Let's talk about Brendan Rodgers then. Let's talk about the man of the hour, Brendan Rodgers. What are your thoughts on Brendan? Thanks, Claudio. Never thought I'd see us win the Premier League at a lifetime. The Hutch header. Hoof header at Spurs. At Shart Hart Lane. Well, look, moon. Brendan Rodgers then. Let's talk about the man. Obviously, he managed Watford. It's his former club. It's going to be a difficult one today against his former club. It's not going to be an easy game. But let's give Brendan Rodgers gratitude. He's the most successful manager at Leicester City to date at this minute in time. Most win rate. Let's get behind him, innit? I know he's been linked with Manchester United and that, but it doesn't matter. You know, you back him because he's stayed committed here. And thank you for that, Brendan. Let's get to team selection then. Who's starting where today in the team selection? Obviously in goal, it's going to be Kasper Schmeichel. Back four. I'm going to go Lamarti, Sionchu, Castagno, and I'm going to try Bertrand today. If Johnny Evans isn't fit, then Daniel Lamarti is obviously going to start at centre half. Who would be in midfield today? Stick with Brendan. Is the man we need, standing on the stage at the King Power Stadium with Baselli that day. Andrea Pacelli. Marty is a must. I'd start Madison. Interesting. Let's try and get Adam back in. Adam, are you there?
I am. I'm sorry about this. I'm on the train.
No.
It's
No, that's fine.
It's a bit of a nightmare. Go on.
Let's talk about Watford then, as a football team this season. What are your thoughts on this season then, Adam, since coming up to the Premier League from the Championship?
It's been another interesting one. Obviously, there's been another transition of head coach, predictably, but it needed to happen, really. Munoz was a good guy, nice bloke, and sort of did the job in the Championship, and the players really got them up. And, you know, I don't necessarily think that Claudio Ranieri was going to be the name on everyone's lips, but he's come in and gradually, although after a sort of a pretty dicey start against Liverpool and then defeat against Southampton, he's actually started to pull them in the right direction. And there's been some memorable results thrown in along the way against Everton and winning 5-2 at Goodison, and then obviously last week against Manchester United. So they've actually been doing all right, and they looked actually really strong against United. But obviously it's going to be, I mean, you know, United they were sort of in disarray a little bit, but Watford actually did do a lot of things far better than they had been doing, pressing a lot better, playing the ball forward into space, attacking quicker, looking defensively more solid. So it'll be interesting to see what happens against the side that is, I don't know, Leicester always seem, even though I know you've not had the best of runs, you always seem to be sort of generally well organised, well-run team. You know, play good football, quite sort of intense football. But you tell me, are they pressing like hard, or are they sort of laying off a little bit?
Leicester. How can I put Leicester this season? 5 at the back. They don't seem to press teams. They do zonal marking, which could go in Watford's favour this game. I mean, it's difficult to watch Leicester this season because when we go forward, we seem to go back. We seem to have that lack of idea to go forward. We seem to let teams come, but then we seem to play it out from the back, and it's difficult to watch. Obviously, Thursday night, we attacked a bit more, showed more intensity, a bit more fight that we've been missing this season. Hopefully that remains today, but it's if Brendan changes it and goes like 5 at the back again, then it's going to be the same football you don't want to see.
Well, what are your thoughts? Go on, mate.
What are your thoughts on Brendan Rodgers, Adam, and Claudio Ranieri as managers? Obviously, Brendan's managed Watford. Obviously, Claudio's the current manager. I mean, that fairy tale season for Claudio Ranieri at Leicester, how much of that did you cover at Sky Sports?
Yeah, a lot really. It was just incredible, wasn't it? And it's funny. He was sort of saying the same things as he's saying now. You know, just hang on a minute. I've got to show my ticket. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hang on a minute. I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on.
Jack, what would you take back Ranieri in the future? No, things are better left in the past at this minute in time. Let's get Adam back in.
Sorry,
Adam,
right. Yeah. So what were you saying about about Rodgers? Yeah, he did leave in the best of circumstances. I'm a man of integrity. I'm not going to leave. Blah 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 blah. And then he left. But I actually did an interview with him when he was still at Swansea, and for a book. And he sort of realised at that point that he'd probably not done the right thing at that stage. But he did also say, there's not really any loyalty in football. And soon after, he approached it in a different way when he was at Swansea. But then I think I actually did an interview with him when Kenny Dalglish, it was announced that he was going to be leaving. And then he soon left and went to Liverpool. So, but look, he's a proper coach, isn't he? He knows what he's doing. He doesn't send out teams that are disorganised, and he doesn't sort of just rely on tub thumping. He's a diligent coach and does things properly. And it's obviously interesting for you this season having to balance out, European football and again. But it does sort of it takes the sting out of the momentum a bit, doesn't it, with Thursday, Sunday, and doesn't give you much time on the training pitch to actually get across if you want to come up, do a big amount of change. So hopefully, I don't know, they might be a bit rusty today. That's what Watford fans will be hoping for. But in terms of Ranieri, he's actually, he's got such a vast amount of experience. And I was speaking to a Leicester fan actually. I went up to the Nottingham Forest against Luton game because a mate of mine's a Forest fan, and I was talking to him. He's a Leicester fan, and he was saying that obviously he's held in such high regard by Leicester fans, but soon after that next season, it was almost like, if he didn't go, they were going to go down. You were going to go down. So it'll be an interesting one. But he was, in the press conference before the game, he was saying, I'll always have such a big place in my heart for Leicester and all that sort of stuff. But that'll be before kick-off and maybe afterwards. But during the game, he'll be aiming to sort of unpick them, and he'll be determined to do it because this is almost like Watford's only chance really in the next 3 games, because we've got Chelsea and Man City in the space of, it's Wednesday, Saturday, of getting anything, even though it's going to be really tough and you'd be expected to win. This is an opportunity for Watford to try and sort of, I don't know, get at you, and they're going to have to do it without Sarr. Sarr is a big miss, and then Nkulu's been really good, Nicholas Nkulu at the back. So they're not as strong as they were against United in terms of their personnel, but they'll be up for it. So should be good.
What are your views on Watford this season then, Adam? What are your predictions for them? Where would you like to finish realistically, and what was your targets at the start of the season?
17th is the target. That's it. That's it, basically. That's what I was saying before, isn't it? About Ranieri, that when he was at your place, his target at the beginning was always 40 points, and that's what he's drilling home at the moment. And I know it's sort of like a well-trodden sort of cliche almost, but that's all that he's really talking about at the moment. And then you kicked on, obviously beyond that, and then it was Champions League and all that sort of stuff, and the title. So it's just trying to keep everyone on a sort of an even keel a little bit at the moment, getting through a tough run of games: Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Leicester, Chelsea, Man City. It's a really tough run.
Is that all rubbish down there? Is that rubbish?
No, that's fine. Can you hear me? Still got me? Yeah.
Yes, I've still got you. One fan asked about Ben Foster then, the cycling GK. How has that gone down with Watford fans this season?
Look, he's very it's a very popular YouTube channel. And a lot of Watford fans enjoy it. They enjoyed it, especially during lockdown and being able to sort of see a little bit behind the scenes. It was sort of spun a little bit that was the reason that he was doing it, and it gives players an insight, blah, 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 with a GoPro in the goal and stuff. But it sort of gathered a sort of snowball effect almost, and turned into a bit of a monster, to be honest. But I don't know. I think everyone would, not everyone, but I think quite a few think, if it's not getting in the way of your day-to-day work, then then fair enough. Enjoy yourself. You're planning for your future. You're doing stuff for the next stage of your life. But I think it's just the sort of carrying a GoPro around when you're on the pitch and doing stuff that might be sort of intruding on other teammates and stuff like that, and their sort of privacy in private areas like the team coach and the training ground and stuff like that. I think that's where Watford fans start to think, just get your head on the game and save that for your own time, really, rather than doing it on Watford time. So he's obviously very charismatic, but he's obviously very focused on YouTube, which is obviously, this is going out on YouTube, right? Is this going out on YouTube?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, live,
yeah. You know, it's obviously a great platform and all that sort of stuff, but I don't know. It's a bit of a funny one. You just think you've got 1 year left on your contract. Just
sorry, guys. I think Adam has gone. There's a little insight into Watford. Obviously, Claudio Ranieri and that, Brendan Rodgers' time there. Guys, last question is then down to you guys. The score prediction for today's game. What are we going for? I'm going for a 4-1 Leicester City win today. I'm going to go for a 4-1 win. What are your guys' views in the comments? Get your score predictions in then. Tell me what the score is going to be in today's game. Just a win, says Maz. A win would do perfectly, Maz, to be honest. 2-0. 4-1. 2-1. Adam, are you back?
right. I'm back. Sorry, tunnels.
Right.
Train.
Today's game then is going to be no easy for Watford. What score predictions are we actually going to go for then in this game, and how Watford going to fare then? What are Leicester going to have to look out for?
Well, pace of Emmanuel Dennis and Joshua King up top is worth looking out for. It'll be interesting to see the makeup of Watford's midfield, because they switched it around a little bit for the last game, and they played a sort of deeper line midfield, which they haven't been doing, and he actually looked pretty comfortable. A guy called Imran Louza, who is it's not the best name for a footballer, but he is a good footballer. And Tom Cleverley and Moussa Sissoko sort of pressing higher up as 2-8s and then having a 6 behind. So they're pressing well. That's the thing. They're pressing high up, and that if you're sort of playing out from the back, Watford were actually, they did that really well against United, but United didn't really know what they were doing. They didn't know where they were going. So if you're up against the side that actually thinks, right, we'll play through the press and do it well, then it's sort of a risk reward sort of thing. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they go on. Obviously, there'll be space at the back at times for Watford, because it's not the best defensive line, but they were playing with their fullbacks pretty high against United. Adam Messina and Kiko Femenia, who Femenia certainly has got pace, can get forward, get the ball in the box. So there's a few things that might worry Leicester, but it just depends what Ranieri does today, because as we all know, he does try and sort of shift things around and second guess things a little bit. So who knows what's going to happen? But Watford have got enough in them to certainly cause Leicester problems and at least get on the score sheet. But then you'll be viewing this as a big one. Now, answer me a question, right? You know those clappy happy clapper things that you've got? What are you comfortable with your you comfortable with yourselves with those? Are you not just a bit ashamed?
No, I think I'd rather the atmosphere, to be honest.
Exactly.
Rather than the clappers.
Exactly.
The atmosphere is made by the fans' voices, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's not made by paper. It's made by voices
Yeah.
and everyone
But you
getting
don't
together.
need them, do you? Like, why did
No,
they
we
started
don't need
ages ago,
them.
didn't they?
Yeah, they
that's what I was
started a
thinking.
long time ago.
Yeah. So I just, and every time I hear them, I think it's just weird. It's just weird. Anyway, that's a minor point. It's good to have fans back, whatever they're doing. You know, clapping with clappers or shouting with their voices. It's good to have a full stadium.
That's fun. Adam, what's your score prediction today? Then, being a Watford fan,
I am going for a 2-2 draw.
2-2.
Yeah.
Who's the goal scorers
That's
then?
optimism. Emmanuel Dennis, and I'm going to say that Musa Sissoko is going to score his first goal for Watford today.
Jeez. I know things ain't been great.
Yours?
We're not, but today, I've gone for a 4-1 Leicester win. That's if we don't play around the back, though.
Oh, well, yeah. Look, you're good enough and capable enough, and you've got good enough players to do that. You're a better team than United, Manchester United, and you've got the ability to do it. So that's what you should be doing. That's what you should be targeting. But Watford aren't quite as predictable at the moment, and that means, in the same regard, that they can hurt teams. I think they're getting better and better.
Yeah. Right, Adam. Safe journey to Leicester. I know the signal isn't great.
Thank you.
But I will wish you luck for the rest of the season after today's game, and not today, of course. But thank you for coming on.
Yeah, nice one.
It's been a pleasure.
No problem.
Cheers, Adam.
Sorry it's been delayed and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, take it easy. Enjoy it, everyone. See you later.
No, fine. Cheers, mate. Bye. That was Adam Leventhal, Watford fan, obviously known from Sky Sports and The Athletic. Great to get him on. I know the signal's not been great, but it's great to get the guests on. Sorry, the show's overran. But yeah, thank you to everybody who's watched this Sunday morning. Get well soon, Jamie. As always, thank you to all the fans for the views, all the comments. By the fans, for the fans. One thing to do then, Leicester, today. Let's go and get them 3 points. Let's go and show some attacking, some intensity, some fight, some passion. Let's go and put everything on that pitch today and leave it all on the pitch. And let's go and get that all-important win. Thank you again, guys. As always, smash a like before you go. Share, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV if you're new watching on YouTube. It'd be much appreciated. As always, every like, every comment, we really appreciate here at Leicester Fan TV. Push that notification button on YouTube if you haven't already. It will tell you every time we are live. Let's have a look then. What's coming up quickly on Leicester Fan TV for the rest of the week? We have got the watch along then today. We've got the watch along at 1:30 as Leicester take on Watford. Join Elijah and Michael if you're not at the game. They'll take you through the game, of course. We have a new schedule. Monday with Phil next week. Join me Tuesdays. I'll be talking to Glenn from Southampton as I'll be at the game on Wednesday at St Mary's. Thursday is the away fan chat show with Tom, but it's not. It's the Tottenham game, so it'll be another watch along. So if you're not at the game, go and pop on and see the boys. Go and give the boys your views. And right, Reedy is on Friday. So yeah, another jam-packed week ahead. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow us wherever you can find us at Leicester Fan TV. Thank you to ADT, Hollogram, Tiger, Pizzeria, Pukka Pies, Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, the Fox's Arms, Newby Co and Hope Against Cancer. Thank you to all them guys for sponsoring Leicester Fan TV. Up the Foxes, 3-2 City. I'm Leicester till I die. Yeah. Carmen, thumbs up. Right, guys. Thank you so much. Really hope you've enjoyed the show. This is Jack from Leicester Fan TV. Come and say hello to us at the Blues Bar before and after the game if you see us. Come and give your views after the game, whether it's good or bad. Come and voice your opinions. That's what this channel is, and we love a good debate. So yeah, come and give your views before and after the game. Right, guys, I'm off. Come on, Leicester. Let's go and win today's game. I'm going to go and get a nice cup of tea now. I'm going to go and keep warm. You guys go and keep warm as well, and I will see you at the King Power Stadium. Come on, you foxes. Bye-bye for now.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.